Kwame Brown, listen, I'm very guarded in what I say about him because I've seen some of his videos.
True.
And clearly is real personal with him. It was never personal with me. I just looked at his game and called it like I saw it.
What? Oh. It's Mr. Madness, baby. Marbury. Dick Jones. And now they call me Fire.
Now, everybody knows I'm no stranger at all to the commentary on the Kwame Brown situation with Stephen A. Smith and that whole 14, 15 year-long beef, if that's what you want to call it. But me personally, I found it interesting that Stephen A. finally really, I think, spoke out, I think for the first time since the video that he did responding to Kwame Brown a few years ago back on First Take, I believe it was on ESPN. But he actually expressed like a little bit of regret for the situation, but he kind of stood firm on what he said. And I think the point that he ultimately made, that people with sensible, thought processing, they said, like, what's the issue? But I want to play this clip from Shots Podcast, and then I'll just come back with my opinion on
it. Listen, I'm very guarded in what I say about him because I've seen some of his videos.
True.
And clearly is real personal with him. It was never personal with me. I just looked at his game and called it like I saw it. Now, if you remember, you got these infamous videos of me going off.
It's guys, hilarious, man. But you know it.
But guys, but wait a minute. Fellas, that was 14, 15 years ago. I'm saying I didn't know that this society was going to evolve to a point where 14, 15 years later, you got guys throwing it in his face and he doing interviews talking about how scarred he is and blaming me for labeling him. I didn't do that.
No, you actually are.
No, he was on the pivot with my boys Ryan Clark and Crowder and Taylor. And he's like, you talk about endorsement deals and I cost him that. I'm like, what? Like,
yeah, that's one thing. Kwame Brown was tripping. I don't see what endorsement deal. Probably would have got a St. Ides endorsement deal or something, if anything, Crooked Eye or some shit, but can't blame that on Stephen A.
I didn't do that. They were saying this about you years before I ever opened my mouth. Yeah. But when you at the top of the heap, which I am at this particular moment in time doing what I do for First Take, people are going to label it like that because First Take's been number one for 11 years.
Yeah. Why does that beef? I mean, you can't squash that beef.
No, I mean, I'm not trying to squash. I'm not trying to start nor squash anything. I got a job to do. If I knew it was going to be like that, I wouldn't have done it like that. But I did say what I meant at the time. I meant the shit. Okay.
Yeah, you explained it. Yeah.
And so it's like I'm not trying to hurt him. I mean, listen, man. Look, here's how I view it all. I wish him nothing but the best. I hope he, his family, everybody good, and he lives his life. And if I knew it was going to be like this, I'd have never done it. Fair enough. Correction. But I will tell you this. My job is to call the game of basketball how I see it. Call sports how I see it.
I don't know. I think that's pretty fair. To me, he stood on what he always said. But really, when you think of it, fast forward, how they always say hindsight is 20/20. You just kind of think like, damn, was all this worth it? Was it worth all this drama and hoopla? And probably for Stephen A. Smith, like, really, no. But like you said, like he said what he meant. And the whole idea that people still don't seem to get, even to this day, is that dude was just calling the game. If you ask me, Stephen A. has said worse about much better players. But shit, hey, I don't know. Y'all guys let me know what y'all think down in the comments. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, Hit the notification bell. That'll let you know when I'm on here giving y'all that grease. Until next time, I'm out. Bah!
Luna.
Almighty.
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work.
Stay on the caper for paper to get my scruples. And it's a money world, so I stack with me and my pupils. I establish your order, nobody gotta be short for it. And you can do it legal or regal, getting that corporate. Real time, you don't grind, well that's unfortunate. Ain't nothing for a dreamer but sleep if you don't work for it. Shout out to the fellas that get it, and I don't mean robbing ladies with degrees that's actually working their dream job. Work now, play later, that's still a motto. When you handle biz, it's more joy when you popping bottles. Just some food for thought, though the truth can be hard to swallow. I lead by example, something really easy to follow. Trap me, if it were tired, I take off the ropes. They hoping to fall, I'm killing their hopes. As that's so part of a kid, they mean familiar, those that love me the most. Loving on me, I'ma so give it the ghost. Hit them so hard they compare it to dope. Taking the world, they grab a life by the throat.
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Yo digo las cosas como son. No quiero ninguna aceptación. Tampoco vengo a pedir perdón, porque mis sentimientos se volvieron la canción. Yeah, no me vale mucho como tú me ves. Sabes, tú me llegas solo a los pies. Para mí ser grande es un interés. Ser un buen humano para mí es un deber. El dinero ya lo veré. No vendo mi alma, lo lograré. Seré el más grande, no olvidaré de dónde vengo ni cómo voy. Money work. Yeah. El mundo quiere dinero. Yeah. Yeah. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Yeah. Money work. De corazón. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Yeah, de corazón. Yeah. La plata no te hace ser feliz. Money work. El mundo quiere dinero.